On the news, Ekiti State Governor signs 2024 budget, emphasizes commitment to shared prosperity agenda. Vows stringent action against personnel involved in oil theft and sabotage. And federal government to short section of Third Mainland Bridge January 9th. It's a pleasure to have you join us on News Now on TV360 Nigeria. I'm Tamilore Akinkolie. President Bola Tinubu has reiterated the importance of collaborative effort between the federal government, local government, and traditional rulers in order to facilitate widespread development across Nigeria. Speaking at a reception in his honor by the government and people of Lagos State, President Tinubu emphasized the need to harmonize the reach of local government authorities and the powers of traditional rulers to enhance infrastructure and socio-economic development at the grassroots level. This next report has more details.
Since returning to his homestead in Lagos, President Tinubu has been actively engaged, with his Ikoyi residence becoming a hub for well-wishers during the holiday season. This reception, organized by Governor Sanwo-Olu, brought together a diverse audience, including political office holders and traditional rulers. Addressing the gathering, President Tinubu acknowledged the prevailing challenges and hardship experienced in the country. He likened the situation to labor pains, emphasizing that these challenges are necessary for the birth of joy and happiness.
We are already seeing the blossomness of our flower and plants. A lot of changes that will transform this economy. Financial re-engineering of our country is ongoing. It cannot just be pushed out in a way that you can command and conjure a situation. But we are determined to take Nigeria through the tunnel of hope, stability, and successful economic prosperity.
President Bola Tinubu also underscored the importance of collaborative efforts between the federal government, local government, and traditional rulers to facilitate widespread development across Nigeria.
We will not abandon our culture and our tradition to give value to your kingdoms and to your areas. There are some areas of our country still suffering devastation of hunger and lack of education, which is the proper tool to fight poverty.
Lagos State Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu acknowledged Tinubu's significant contributions to the state's development, emphasizing that the blueprint set during Tinubu's tenure as governor continues to guide progress.
That legacy, that blueprint that you worked on, that I was privileged to have worked on with you over 20 years ago, that is still a living document that we're working with. It's still a life document that will continue to ventilate and speak to and realize the yearnings of Lagosians.
Representatives from the local government chairman and Obas of Lagos urged President Tinubu to expedite actions to guarantee the independence of local councils, emphasizing that most impactful developments directly affecting the people originate from local governments.
There's no security challenge that occurs in anywhere in the world or in Nigeria that does not emanate from the grassroots. So we need community policing to tackle and solve the problem of security challenge.
Under your leadership, we expect Nigeria to attain an enviable status amongst emerging economies. Under your leadership, we hope the 20 local government and 37 local LCDAs will be enlisted in the Constitution.
As the reception drew to a close, attendees echoed their confidence in President Tinubu's vision and leadership, anticipating a future marked by fulfillment of the promises made.
Acting Governor of Ondo State, Lucky Aiyedatiwa, was on Wednesday sworn in as a substantive governor of the state following the death of Governor Rotimi Akeredolu, who died at age 67. This next report has details of events that have occurred since Governor Aiyedatiwa was sworn in.
In what ought to be a sober ceremony, but betrayed by intermittent uproar of political acolytes, the Chief Judge of Ondo State, Justice Olusegun Odushola, administered the oath of office to Lucky Aiyedatiwa on Wednesday at the Koko Conference Hall in the Governor's Office, Akure, officially inaugurating him as the substantive governor of Ondo State.
Lucky Aiyedatiwa, do solemnly swear that I will be faithful and bear true allegiance to the Federal Republic of Nigeria, that as Governor of Ondo State, I will discharge my duties to the best of my ability, faithfully and in accordance with the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. So
The road to Aiyedatiwa's governorship was fraught with challenges as the state was thrown into political upheaval after Governor Akeredolu embarked on a medical leave which he never returned from. Now succeeding the late governor, who died of prostate cancer, Aiyedatiwa pledged to usher in an organized and improved administration for the people of the state.
I want to assure the people of Ondo State that under my watch, this administration shall continue to advance the welfare of the people. We shall always place the people first in every decision we take. It is my prayer once more that God Almighty shall grant the family and the people of Ondo State the fortitude to bear this irreparable loss.
In response to the passing of Governor Akeredolu, the state government declared a 3-day mourning period to honor his memory. Citizens across Ondo State applauded Akeredolu's contributions during his tenure and expressed their condolences. There were also calls for unity and cooperation with the new governor, emphasizing the need for a collective approach to address the state's challenges.
Akeredolu is a man, I know during his lifetime that was very organized. He would not want a rowdy session. He was a master in the game of politics, but at the same time, the legacy that is leaving behind must be sustained. I mean, people must be united. We need a courageous leader. And I think the new guy, the acting governor, is up to that task.
Within the first 24 hours of being the governor, Lucky Aiyedatiwa has announced the appointment of 5 aides, just as 2 appointees of the late Governor Rotimi Akeredolu tendered their resignations, signifying there might be major changes in the offing in the days ahead. Simisola Adigun, TV360 News.
The federal government has disclosed its plans to close the Iyano-Oron-Shoki to Adeniyi-Adele section of the 3rd Mainland Bridge from 11 a.m. on Tuesday, January 9, 2024. The closure is part of the ongoing emergency repairs on the bridge, particularly on the Lagos Island Bond Carriageway, according to a statement by Olukorede Kesha, the Federal Controller of Works, Lagos State. Motorists are urged to adhere to traffic rules and seek alternative routes to alleviate potential hardship during the repair period. Kesha also emphasized the importance of cooperation with traffic management officials deployed to facilitate smooth traffic flow and minimize inconvenience during the repair period. And in Ekiti State, the state governor Biodun Oyebanji has signed into law the 2024 appropriation bill, expressing unwavering commitment to the realization of his administration's shared prosperity agenda. The budget, themed Budget of Sustainable Growth and Development, was presented to the governor by the Speaker of the Ekiti State House of Assembly, Adeoye Aribashoye, and other principal officers at the ESCO chamber of the governor's office in Ado-Ekiti. Governor Oyebanje, while signing the budget, emphasized his administration's preparedness to implement the financial plans diligently to achieve sustainable growth and enhance the standard of living for the people of Ekiti State.
I commit myself to a total implementation of this project. In partnership with the House of Assembly through the oversight, we will ensure that we implement this project to the letter. Because the only way we can actually incentivize our people and deliver our promises is to implement the budget. And I look forward to a stronger working relationship with the House of Assembly. The last 1 year has been fantastic. It has been crisis-free and it is really grateful.
The legislature and the executive will continue to be partners in progress in the overall interest and development of Ekiti people. Your Excellency, the House is very impressed with the presentation of a well-structured budget that meets the yearnings and aspirations of Ekiti people.
Still in Ekiti State, the governor has expressed his heartfelt condolence for the late former governor of Ondo State, Rotimi Akeredolu, who passed away at age 67. Governor Oyebanje paid tribute to Akeredolu, acknowledging him as a legal luminary, exceptional administrator, and a bold and principled politician who fearlessly spoke truth to power until his last breath. He credited Akeredolu with making a substantial difference through purposeful leadership and an unwavering commitment to excellent service delivery.
Well, it's disheartening, it's very sad, and we have lost an illustrious leader. Because that he is the chair of the Southern Governors Forum, chairman of Southwest Governors Forum. It's a big loss to Ondo State, to Nigeria, and to the legal profession. He'll be sorely missed, and I commiserate with the people of Ondo State and with his family.
To security matters now, the Sultan of Sokoto, Saad Abubakar III, has voiced concerns about the efficacy of intelligence gathering by security agencies in Nigeria, particularly in the light of the continuous attack on communities across the country. The Sultan is worried that criminal elements, including bandits, seem to be consistently ahead of security agencies in intelligence gathering, urging the military and other security forces to enhance their capabilities in this regard. Addressing attendees at the 80th edition of the National Islamic Vocation Course in Bauchi, the Sultan strongly condemned the recent attack by gunmen in Plateau State, which resulted in the tragic loss of over 100 lives and numerous injuries. He lamented the politicization of insecurity in the country, while he concluded that the issue transcends religious boundaries. And the Chief of Naval Staff Vice Admiral Emmanuel Ogala has vowed to sanction personnel caught colluding with oil thieves or sabotaging security agencies' effort in the fight against crude oil theft. Admiral Ogala gave the warning during the decoration of 29 newly promoted commodores to the rank of Rear Admiral in Abuja. It says despite the huge number of annual enlistment, only the most dedicated and loyal rise to the apex of the profession. Details of the story in this next report.
Addressing the newly promoted naval officers, the naval chief says the 29 rear admirals were selected among their equals based on merit and proven track record in service, just as he charges them to defend the nation against any form of criminality.
The Nigerian Navy, in collaboration with other security agencies, particularly our sister services, have continuously strived to protect the economic mainstay of the country through various operations to counter the hydra-headed problem of oil theft in the nation. While there are significant achievements, there are still cases of personnel colluding with criminals to undermine our efforts. Let me therefore warn that any form of collusion with criminals or acts of sabotage will always be met with appropriate sanctions in accordance with the law. In essence, as leaders of the Nigerian Navy and the Armed Forces, you are expected to be above board and ensure that your subordinates key into the zero tolerance posture against oil theft and other criminalities in our maritime domain and in the nation as a whole.
The Minister of State for Defense, Mohammed Bello Matawali, says the occasion marks a significant milestone in the career of the officers and serves as a testament of exceptional dedication, leadership, and service to the nation.
As we celebrate this momentous occasion, I encourage each and every one of you to embrace your new roles with humility, integrity, and a strong sense of duty. Your promotion signifies a higher level of responsibility, and I have full confidence in your ability to lead with excellence.
On behalf of the promoted officers, Rear Admiral Adefemi Kayode appreciated the leadership of the Nigerian Navy and the Ministry of Defense for finding worthy of the new status.
It is worthy to note that above all qualifications for any promotion, it is possible only when God wills and permits. Thus, our profound gratitude goes first to Almighty God for finding us worthy of this elevation to the enviable rank of Rear Admiral.
Nigeria rallies on her Navy to curtail the dynamic and ever-evolving maritime security threat, and to whom much is given, much is expected.
We'll take a break here, but still to come, Michigan Supreme Court rejects bid to disqualify Trump from presidential primary ballots. Details of the story right after this break.
In the last 3 years, we have built a multi-purpose center, which is the envy of all in our constituency. And I can tell you that the people who are living there are already enjoying it.
Guy, do you think what this man just said is true? See, I seriously doubt. I'm sure it's one of those their silly lies.
Wait, do you know there's a way to find out if these things he's saying is true or not? This is the Construct app. It gives people like us a sure way to track implementation of constituency projects. It gives valid and verified information on location of projects, amounts allocated, amount funded, the level of job done, and even the profiles of concerned legislators. You and I can post directly on this app.
Are you serious?
This is the GoTo app if you want to know how our Commonwealth is being expanded by the government.
Wow. Let's even see if what this man said is true. Show me.
The Construct app is developed by Other Paper Nigeria with support from USAID and is available on both Google Play Store and Apple Store.
And it's true.
Of course, I told you.
Welcome back. Now a recap of our headline stories. Ekiti State Governor Biodun Oyebanji has signed into law the 2024 Appropriation Bill, expressing unwavering commitments to the realization of its administration's shared prosperity agenda. The governor, while signing the budget, emphasized his administration's preparedness to implement the financial plan diligently to achieve sustainable growth and enhance the standard of living for the people of Ekiti State. We also told you that the Chief of Naval Staff Vice Admiral Emmanuel Ogala has vowed to sanction personnel caught colluding with oil thieves or sabotaging security agencies' effort in the fight against crude oil theft. Admiral Ogala gave the warning during the decoration of 29 newly promoted commanders to the rank of Rear Admiral in Abuja. He says despite the huge number of annual enlistment, only the most dedicated and loyal rise to the apex of the profession. And in case you missed any of our news bulletin or for more updates, you can catch us on Lime's World TV or log on to our website on www.tv360nigeria.com. You can also follow us on our social media platforms on Twitter, Instagram and YouTube at TV360 Nigeria, or download our mobile app on Google Play Store or Huawei App Gallery and Apple Store. On Facebook, we are TV360 Online.
Opinions are free, facts are sacred, but truth is universal.
How, in practical terms, can we, for instance, de-escalate the tension?
President must see himself as the President of the Federal Republic.
We know where the enemy is. 3 places. The Lake Chad Basin, the border area between Nigeria and Cameroon, and then the Sambisa Forest.
On Digi360, we give you a complete dose of everything. Opinion, facts and undiluted truth.
I hardly believe what politicians have said in this part of the world.
A new Nigeria is possible, a future is possible.
We delve into the issues, dissect it so that you can understand it, use it to take action.
I don't think there's any need for any governor to look for grant for ranching.
Digi360, dissecting the issues.
And in business, special investigator appointed by President Bola Tinubu to probe the Central Bank of Nigeria CBN Jean Obazie has firmly rejected a request by Titan Trust Bank Chairman Tunde Lemo and 2 major investors to delay their appearance before the investigator until the 2nd week of January 2024. The probe is centered on TTB's acquisition of Union Bank in 2022. In response to a letter from a law firm representing TTB and Union Bank expressing that Tunde Lemo and the 2 investors were currently outside the country and requesting a rescheduling of the appointment, the special investigator maintained the scheduled meeting date. The investigator warned of the consequences if the 3 men failed to honor their invitation, adding that the excuses provided was unacceptable and amounted to obstruction of the investigation. The Central Bank of Nigeria CBN has disclosed a remarkable 284.6% surge in the transaction volumes of its digital currency e-Naira for the month of August 2023. According to the CBN's monthly economic report for August, the e-Naira recorded transactions amounted to 9.78 billion naira during the period. Despite the substantial increase in e-Naira transaction, the report indicates that the ratio of e-Naira to currency in circulation stood at 0.37%. The CBN alerted that the surge in e-Naira transactions has contributed to the overall landscape of digital currency adoption in the country. We'll take a break here and be back with Stock Market Report. Trading activities in the Nigerian equities market closed positive today, Thursday, December 28, by 0.99% as the NGX All-Share Index increased to 74,502.58 basis points, indicating a year-to-date return of 45.37%. Similarly, the market capitalization increased today by 401.6 billion naira to 40.7 trillion naira from 40.367 trillion naira recorded at the close of the previous trading day. The market breadth also ended positive as 34 stocks advanced and 27 stocks declined, while 56 stocks remained unchanged. Ikeja Hotel PSU topped the gainers list with 10% share price appreciation, followed by Multiverse Mining and Exploration, ending with a 9.98% share price appreciation. Meanwhile, World Share gained on Thursday as expectations of interest rate cuts stretched a rally in U.S. stocks, while benchmark treasuries at the dollar held near 5-month lows. Now for our global stocks, despite recent data raising hopes that the economy can dodge a significant recession, as select stocks Japan Nikkei and UK FTSE recorded bearish trades, leaving only U.S. Dow Jones trading in the bulls at 0.10%. And on the global scene, Donald Trump secured a legal victory as Michigan's Supreme Court declined to hear a case seeking to disqualify him from the state's presidential primary ballot. The court's decision comes after 4 voters in Michigan appealed to bar the former president from the upcoming Republican primary scheduled for February 27, citing his role in the January 6, 2021 attack on the U.S. Capitol. The voters argued that Trump, currently the frontrunner for the 2024 Republican nomination, should be disqualified based on the provision in the U.S. Constitution. In a brief order, the Michigan Supreme Court said it wasn't persuaded that the question presented be reviewed. This decision contrasts with the recent ruling by Colorado's top court, which disqualified Trump under the same constitutional provision. And finally, in sport, Tottenham Hotspur captain Son Heung-min is set to lead South Korea at the upcoming Asian Cup after the final squad of 26 players was confirmed on Thursday. The tournament is scheduled to kick off in Qatar on January 12 and will run through until February 10, 2024. South Korea, aiming for their first Asian Cup title since 1960, will be under the guidance of head coach Jürgen Klinsmann, who has expressed confidence in the team. The South Korean national team, joining Group E, is set to begin their campaign against Bahrain on January 15, followed by matches against Jordan on January 28 and Malaysia on January 25th. And that wraps up our Bulletin on News Now. Many thanks for watching. I'm Tamilore Akinkwele. Bye for now.